there, this is Heather from Strings and Threads. Welcome to the Circle With Me video stitch tutorial. This is an advanced stitch. I do my best to explain it. If you have any questions, please leave the questions in my comments below and I'll do my best to explain it to you. What I used for this was, I just used some scrap medium weight yarn. I'm not sure what brand this was, but it's just a medium worsted weight yarn. And then I used and 5.5 millimeter. Now this pattern has 5 rows to it, and then in the end you end up repeating rows 2 through 5. So I have my video sectioned off into each section. So row 1 is in a section, row 2 is in a section. That way, if you need to repeat something, you can hopefully find it easily. So again, this is 5 rows with the repeat being rows 2 through 5. So the circle me around stitch is worked in multiples of 8 plus 1. In order to really see how the stitch is going to turn out, I need to do more than just 8 plus 1 or 16 plus 1. So I'm going to chain 33. Rather than you watch me chain 33, I'm going to pause it and then come back. If you're doing the stitch with me, chain the multiple that you were interested in doing. You could do the 33 like me just to sample the stitch, or if you're actually working on a project, chain however many you need for that project in multiples of 8 and then 1 more, and then come back here with me. Okay, this is row 1. This will not be in the repeat. There's a repeat in it. We repeat rows 2 through 5. So this is just to get us started. This is row 1. This will not be part of the repeat. We're going to start by doing a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. I'm going to move slowly with this just to make sure that we understand it, because this can be a tricky stitch. It was a tricky stitch for me too. We're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, in the fourth stitch fourth chain from that hook. We're going to do 3 double crochets all in that same chain. Sorry if you catch me yarning under. I do a lot of amigurumis and I do tend to yarn under. It's just a habit. I'm trying not to do that for stitch tutorials. Now we're going to chain 5 loosely. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in the second chain from the hook, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to single crochet in the last 3 chains here. So you'll have 4 single crochets total. Now we're still in the same chain down here. We're going to put 3 more double crochets in that same chain. And then we're going to skip 3 chains. And in that 4th chain, you're going to put a single crochet. And we're going to just keep repeating, this pattern across. I'll do it with you though. Now we're going to skip 3 more chains. 1, 2, 3. And then in that 4th chain, we're going to do 3 double crochets. Chain 5, And then in the second chain from the hook, put a single crochet, and then put a single crochet in the next 3. So you'll have 4 single crochets total. And then in the same chain, you're going to put 3 more double crochets. So go back to this chain and put 3 more double crochets. Now we're going to skip 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And in that 4th chain, put a single crochet. Skip 3 more chains. In that 4th chain, we're going to do what we have been doing, 3 double crochets. Chain 5. In the second chain from the hook, put a single crochet, and then do 3 more, so you have a total of 4 single crochets. And then put 3 more double crochets in that same chain. Skip three chains, put a single crochet in that 4th, skip three chains, 1, 2, 3, in that 4th one, do 3 double crochets, chain 5, in the second chain from the hook, put a single crochet, and then put a single crochet in the next 3, so you have a total of 4. And then put 3 double crochets in the same chain. And I realized that when I chained this, I only chained 32 and not 33. So mine did not work out perfectly. I'm going to, instead of starting over, I'm just going to put a single crochet in the last chain. And that's what you're going to do. You should have 3 and then put a single crochet in the 4th. I'm just going to skip 2. It's not going to matter for this first row. That one missing chain is not going to make a difference at all in this pattern. So if you happen to have made the same mistake, don't worry, just don't start over, just put one in the last chain. These are the directions for round 2. This is going to be where the repeat begins. So we start by chaining 5. And we're going to do what's called a puff stitch. That's what it's called for this. We're going to go into we're going to do like a double crochet puff stitch. So you yarn over, go into the first stitch, draw up, just go through 2 loops, not the third. Yarn over, go through the second, and just go through 2. Go through the next one as if you were double crocheting. Just do the first step of that double crochet and stop. So right now you should have four loops on the hook. Yarn over, go into the next one. And so far we have 4. And then we need to do 4 more. So yarn over. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now carefully, you're going to go through all of the, I'll let you know how many you have total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 total. Yarn over and go through all 10 of those stitches. Then you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a single crochet at the top stitch. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do that puff stitch again. It's going to be over more. So yarn over as if you're doing a double crochet. We're going to go into the back of the chain from the previous row. So there should be 4 of those. 1, 2, oops, I went too fast. Yarn over and then do the first part of the double crochet. Yarn over, this is 2, and do the first part of the crochet. Yarn over, here's 3, yarn over, there's 4, and then there's 3 double crochets from the row below. You're going to yarn over and continue with this puff stitch. It's going to be a huge one. Yarn over, go through 2, go through 2, and then there's another one. And then you're going to yarn over, and there's a single crochet right here from the row below. You're going to add that into the puff. Now there's 3 more double crochets. We're going to add that to the puff. Gigantic puff. Remember, you're going to yarn over and just do the first part of the double crochet, and then yarn over and do it in the next stitch. And then we're going to end with 4 single crochets here from the row before. And now let's see how many stitches you should have on here. This almost feels like Tunisian crochet. It's not. This is not, by the way. It's just we're carrying a lot of loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yarn over and go through all of them. Okay, now we're going to chain 3. Single crochet on the top of the top stitch there. And we're going to chain 3. And we're going to do the huge puff stitch again. So yarn over. We're going to go over the back side of the chain from the row before. There's 4 of those. So you go as if you're doing a double crochet. Just go through 2. And I suppose we should have 17 again. There's the four back sides of the chain. And then the 3 double crochets from the row before. And then the single crochet from the row before. And then the 3 double crochets. And then the 4 single crochets. And now go through all of those chain 3, single crochet at the top stitch, do it again, chain 3, and here's where we do it again. We're going to find the 4 back sides of the chain from the row before and do that puff stitch. Now the 3 double crochets from the row before, we're going to continue the puff into those. And then the single crochet from the row before. And then the 3 double crochets. And then the last 4 single crochets. Yarn over and go through that whole thing. Chain 3, single crochet at the top of this, chain 3, and now we're going to do that half puff like we did at the beginning. The 4 back sides of the chains from the row before. And then the 3 double crochets from the row below. And then the very first single crochet that you did. Go through all of those and then turn. That is row 2. This is how we do row 3. So we turn, I think we did that at the end of the last row. Chain 7. Okay, and then in the second chain from the hook, you're going to put a single crochet, and then you're going to single crochet in the next 3. You'll end up with 4 single crochets total. And then in this hole right here, we're going to put 3 double crochets. You're going to skip those other chains, and in the hole there, put 3 double crochets. And then you're going to skip these chains. You're going to put a single crochet into the next single crochet, which is right after that chain 3. Just put a single crochet right into there. And then no chains, right into this hole here, right here. You're going to do 3 double crochets. Chain 5, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and the next 3, so you would have 4 single crochets total. And then 3 more double crochets in that same hole there. I should have thrown that skein on or that ball of yarn on the floor to begin with. No chains here. You're going to skip the 3 chains from the row below and put a single crochet right into that single crochet. No chains. You're going to go right into that hole right here, and we're going to do the same thing that we just did. 3 double crochets, chain 5, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and the next 3, so there'll be 4 single crochets total. And then 3 more double crochets in that same space here. Do not chain. Skip the next 3 chains from the row below. Go into the single crochet and single crochet. No chaining, but right into that next opening here. You're going to do the 3 double crochets. Chain 5. Single crochet in the second chain from the hook and the next 3, so you have 4 single crochets total. Three double crochets in that same opening. Skip the chain 3 from the row below and do a single crochet right into a single crochet. Skip the next 3 chains, and in this opening here you're going to do 3 double crochets. This is row 3. These are the directions for row 4. If you didn't already turn, you'll want to turn. Then you're going to chain 8. Then we're going to do that puff stitch. The puff stitch is going to start in the 5th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, right on that 5th chain. So you do like you're going to do a double crochet, but you stop right there. You stop after the first step. Then you yarn over, go into the next chain. There's going to be 4 chains that will go into total. This is the 3rd chain. 4th chain. And then we're going to puff into the 3 double crochets from the row below. And then we're going to continue the puff into the single crochet from the row below. And then the 3 double crochets from the row below, continue that puff. And then the 4 single crochets. Now we can finally yarn over and go through all of these loops on here. Sorry, I went off the screen there. I was looking at my hands and not at the camera. And then chain 3. Put a single crochet at the top of this, chain 3, and we're going to do that large puff again. You're going to go down the back side of the 4 chains from the row below. Then the 3 double crochets from the row below. Then the single crochet from the row below. Then the 3 double crochets from the row below. And then the 4 single crochets. I wonder if this would be easier to do with a Tunisian crochet hook. I never thought of that. This is not Tunisian crochet, but it certainly does put a lot of stitches on your hook. Now you finally yarn over and go through all of those stitches. Chain 3. Put a single crochet at the top. Chain 3. Then do the puff stitch again from the back of the 4 stitches from the row below. then the 3 double crochets from the row below, then the single crochet from the row below, then the 3 double crochets from the row below, then the 4 single crochets. Now we can finally yarn over, go through all of those stitches. Chain 3, single crochet at the top of the stitch. We're going to do that puff stitch again, chain 3, so from the back side of the 4 stitches from the row below, and add the 3 double crochets from the row below, then the single crochet from the row below, then the 3 double crochets from the row below, then the 4 single crochets. I think I already went into one of the 4. I got carried away. Then finally here we can yarn over and go through all of those stitches. Chain 3, then single crochet at the top of that stitch, and then turn. That's the end of row 4. These are the directions for row 5. This is the final row of the repeat. After we complete row 5, then you just continue repeating rows 2 through 5 until it's your desired length. So if you want to build this up to make it larger than just the 5 rows, go back to direction for row 2 and keep repeating that until you get your desired length. So for row 5, we're going to start by chaining 1. And you're going to put a single crochet right into that single crochet that you have from the last row. And then without chaining, you're just going to do 3 double crochets in the center of the circle. Chain 5. Single crochet in the second chain from your hook and the rest of them down, so that'll give you 4 single crochets total. Some of these patterns should be looking familiar. It's just what order you do these patterns in and how you end it. 3 more double crochets in the center of the circle. Sorry, that one pulled out on me. No more chaining, but skip the chain 3 from the row below and do a single crochet right into that single crochet from the previous row. Skip the 3 chains here, go right into the center of the circle and do 3 double crochets. Chain 5, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then the next 3 chains as well, so it gives you 4 total. Do 3 more double crochets in that same circle. Single crochet, skip the 3 chains, single crochet into the single crochet from the row below, skip the 3 chains. We're going to do 3 double crochets in the center of the next circle. Chain 5. Single crochet in the second chain from the hook and the next 3 chains down, so there's 4 single crochets total. And then 3 double crochets in the center of the circle where you were already working. Skip the next 3 chains and single crochet in the next single crochet from the row below. Skip 3 chains in this last center circle. You're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 5, in the second chain from the hook, single crochet and then single crochet in the next 3, so you have 4 single crochets total. Three more double crochets in that same circle opening. We're going to skip 3 chains and then put a single crochet in the 4th chain. And that's the end of row 5. Again, if you want to make this any larger, you would go back and repeat rows 2 through 5 until it's the length that you want. This gives such a cool look. I can imagine there's a lot of really cool things you can make with this. If you make something, I'd love to know what you made with it. And please subscribe and like and share so that you can keep up to date with everything that I'm doing here on the channel and all the new tutorials. Have a great day. Bye.